Hello Gemini, happy birthday season. How you guys doing? Welcome to Aries Moon Arcana. This video is going to be your monthly reading for June and or your season, Gemini season for 2020. So we're just going to get a good vibe. If you resonate with this message, please like, subscribe, share, comment. Let me know if you'd like to see any other kind of content from me, if you like my style. If it doesn't resonate with you, check out your moon and rising signs. Sometimes even your Venus will help out too. Cross watchers welcome. Anybody's welcome. So yeah, let's just get right into it. I pulled an initial oracle card. I say oracle with quotations because I just use my Rider-Waite deck for that, just to get like an overall energy for what I think is going on with the reading. So I pulled for you guys the Page of Pentacles. Lovely. So that's exciting. I like this. I like this energy. I read once that it's the nerd of the tarot deck, and I think that that's really sweet and kind of apt and fitting for Geminis. I think especially too when they get into their own season, Gemini season, they get really like reactivated and re-energized. And they love learning, and they're very curious people, as you know, because you are a Gemini. I should probably start talking directly to you. So Gemini, I know that you are very into learning about certain things when you get excited. You're very willing to put the effort in at school or any sort of trade or anything like that. I know you can get a little scatterbrained and it's hard for you to focus, but I know that you do have the impetus to do those things. So I'm getting kind of like learning new things, kind of diving yourself into like a new project or starting to learn something new online. I know a lot of people are having to do that now, obviously, pandemic style. So yeah, I'm feeling like there's some new growth in terms of learning something. Now, this could be a skill, a trade, a business venture. It could be kind of anything. You could be teaching yourself about finances because it is the Pentacles. But it could also just be learning something new about yourself and doing some psychology studying and like really getting together with yourself and understanding yourself. So I'm going to just take you through the reading, and then we will explore what's going on with that, get some more details. And yeah, so I'm going to just kind of tip you down here so you can see my whole table. Welcome to my sacred space. And I am going to use my Golden Universal Tarot for the main reading, and then I'm going to clarify with the remainder of the Rider-Waite deck. So I'm going to cleanse your cards. Make sure all the energy is cleared out. Starting from zero, baby. All right. Got a little mess. Excuse me, sorry. Ha 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 ha. All right, there's your Page of Pentacles. I just picked some lilacs from outside because it's spring here in New York and it's so exciting and gorgeous. Okay, Geminis. What messages can we give to Gemini for their birthday season? What are they looking for, especially in terms of maybe learning something new, kind of starting the studying process, starting from scratch, learning something exciting and new, maybe something that Gemini has always wanted to learn and is now finally in the position to be able to learn it. Maybe we're going off to school in September. Hopefully, if everything, returns back to normal, maybe there's some new ventures there. We're just trying to figure out what the path is here. Okay. Gemini. What messages do we have for Gemini for June? Ooh, your card. Ooh, I friggin' love that. I'm getting chills already. The Magician to begin with. The Five of Swords. The Page of Cups. And then I'm going to just finish it out with one more. And then the King of Swords. Okay. So I'm kind of getting an evolution here, and I'm feeling that this is you. And I'm feeling that there's some sort of journey here that you want to be taking. That's going to lead you into this King of Swords energy, which is a very good kind of like ending card when we're starting here with the Page of Pentacles, because it feels like, this is distracting me. It feels like this is the beginning of the path And then the end of the path, we come to the King of Swords energy, and I feel like the King of Swords is very clear, precise, direct. He knows exactly what he wants, and he's gonna get it. He's super organized. He's got everything kind of like put where it needs to be. It's all in its place, and he's got it all together. So it seems like whatever journey you're partaking on, this learning process or this new thing that you're excited about, we're burning our lilacs. We're gonna end with the King of Swords. So I think that's a really strong ending card for that. So let's go through the process here. I'm seeing kind of like different parts of you throughout this process is how I'm seeing this for now. I'm going to clarify, like I said before, so we'll get a little bit deeper into each energy. But to begin, the Magician is you. And I feel like this is your feeling about yourself. And you know, very much feeling like you know that you can do it. Whatever it is. You know that you can make things happen for yourself. You've done it before and you'll fucking do it again. This is like, you know, he's taking all the elements on the table. He's taking all the energy from above and bringing it below, and he's just grounding it all. So he's got all of his like resources at his disposal. And he gathered them himself. So I feel very much like this is you in the beginning phases of this journey, in this learning period. You feel very excited about it, and it seems like something that you understand. Even if it's just intellectually, you already kind of get that you get this, whatever it is. And you're feeling like, I can fucking do anything. And you know that you can manifest this into being. So you're starting out really strong and really confident. And I think that's a great first card, like right out the gate. Five of Swords comes next. I'm seeing this. This is usually like some sort of fight. It's some sort of like victory or defeat, depending on who we're talking about here. I am feeling like this is you. See that, like I said, like I feel like this is you in each card. So I'm seeing you kind of defeating some things, defeating some parts of yourself that felt that could have like invaded your confidence a little bit. You're feeling like you've kind of like got one over on somebody, or like maybe you have a little bit more know-how than your counterparts or your competition, and you know it, and you feel really confident about it, and you don't really give a shit if it hurts another person. You're just gonna get what's yours. And I think in certain contexts that's acceptable. You just have to be sure not to hurt people, because you never know, those people could help you in the future. You might not want to alienate them. But I see you very strong in a lot of ways. We come up to the Page of Cups then. I'm feeling like you might not be so emotionally invested in this new venture. I don't think that's where this is coming from for you. I think it's a much more mental, intellectual decision here and here with the swords. I think that you're gonna learn more about yourself emotionally speaking as you go through this process. But you're very much starting out as kind of the baby of the group in this situation, because you're gonna get real nerdy about learning about these things. You really, really want to learn, and you're really excited, and like all this excitable, youthful energy around it and surrounding it. And I feel like with this Page of Cups, you'll be getting to the giddy point, but it's just not really what that part isn't what's motivating you. What's motivating you is knowing that it's a pragmatic idea and wanting to become more pragmatic. Maybe this is about financial learning, you know, learning how to budget. Really, like maybe you just started YNAB or something, which is a super cool budgeting app. You know, you're learning a new thing, and it's like a new skill for you, and you have what it takes and everything's awesome, but it's not really like, it's not like something where you were like, I feel like doing this today, and then you just went off on this venture. This is like a much more thoughtful, pragmatic, intellectual decision. So you're going to be feeling a little less emotionally connected, or you're not really quite like fully developed as the fully realized, emotionally secure person, because that's not your journey right now. You're not really worried about your emotional state, especially since I see you here kind of looking away from the page. You know, you're kind of, in order to defeat and get what you want, you're focusing more on the Magician energy, because this is the dude that's gonna like make that shit happen and manifest the shit out of it. So you're kind of ignoring your feelings right now. You're looking aside. You're overlooking that right now, because you don't think that that's going to be very helpful, and it might very well be true. I'm not really sure. I'm not a Gemini, so I can't really speak to that personally. But you know, some of you may do really well to kind of ignore your emotions. They might get in the way for you a lot of the time. Some of you might struggle through that. Some of you might have a hard time looking away from your emotions and trying not to be emotional. And you know, that it's all going to kind of develop for everybody different. This is a general reading, right? So that's what that is. But, you know, especially here, ending with the King of Swords, you know, he's not a very emotional guy. He's just not. He doesn't need to worry about that stuff because he's got his shit together. So he's not like, he doesn't need to be emoting. He doesn't need to be empathetic because he's just doing his thing and he's just succeeding and everything's organized, everything's in its place, like I said before. And so you will gather this information, whatever skill this is, whatever thing this is that you're learning, and you will come out ahead on top. You will accomplish your goal, whatever it is. And the goal might not be set for being achieved in June, like around this season, the Gemini season. But whenever it is, you will be ending with this energy. So I'm going to get some clarifiers for these vibes that I'm getting here. We're going to move these over a little bit and start with the Magician, the Gemini card, baby. I love that. I love when that shows up. All right. We need messages for Gemini, please. For the Gemini season, June 2020. What does Gemini need to know about this Magician? Let's clarify this Magician energy. Feeling confident, feeling like you got the shit that you need to survive and to like push forward and really teach yourself or learn about these new things. I just feel like this is just a really solid, secure feeling. Feeling really like, feeling good. So let's clarify that feeling. Hanged Man reversed. Six of Cups reversed. And the Five of Cups. I think you are, you know, I think you're ready to move. You're ready to move on. You've been perhaps very complacent and, you know, maybe even just the quarantine being a thing has kind of kept you from really like moving forward into something, or, you know, digging deep into something else, but you're moving out of that energy because the Hanged Man reversed. You're no longer in a stagnant place, or you're just now getting prepared to do it. Six of Cups reversed is like, you know, feeling like really ready to move on too. Like you're just moving out of like nostalgia. You're moving out of those thoughts that were kind of haunting you or keeping you stuck in some sort of way. And you're ready to move on because you can tell that you were focusing too much on the negativity of what was happening. Maybe something did happen, but if it did, it was in the distant past. I'm not seeing like an immediate breakup or heartbreak or something really rough that just happened. I think that this is like, it's been a few months maybe, whatever it was, you're ready to move on. You're ready to move on from this feeling of feeling bummed out and stuck and sad. And it's really because you're ready to move on and you're really like doing it in a certain way, you're really gaining that confidence because you want to move into a whole new masterful situation, and whatever that is, you're going to be learning a lot through the process. I feel like that's how you navigate your life and the world, is through learning, because you're such a curious person to begin with. So this is your path out of that shitty, stagnant area, that resigned area. This is your key to success, to get out of that, is like your confidence, because you just love to learn, and it's time to learn about something new. Pick up those books, sign up for those webinars, just do it. You're ready to move on. You're ready to move into a new phase is what I'm seeing. So I'm just going to put this back down here. All right. Now let's clarify this Five of Swords, please. This like confidence to defeat, but maybe at the risk of kind of denying yourself the emotional feely parts. Let's get some clarity on this like feeling of kind of victory over something. You're going to fight for it. You want to fight for this confidence that you have. You want to fight for this new thing you're learning about. You want to defy the fact that schools aren't working out right now and things are really challenging. You don't give a shit. It's not going to stop you. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter if you annoy somebody by calling them 5 times a day to get a transcript sent over or something. You're gonna do it. You're gonna get it done. Woo, hello. I don't like to read flippers or jumpers in these readings, just so you know. Not that I'm shitting on that at all. I'm just not for me. All right. How can we clarify this 5 of Swords for Gemini for the Gemini season? You are ready to move on, even in the face of ignoring some sort of love offer, or maybe an ex wants to get back together with you. It's possible. But you don't give a shit. 2 of Swords reversed, Knight of Cups reversed, the Devil reversed. You got yourself out of that situation a while ago. You are ready to move on. You're ready to learn something new, take something from it, and just move on. You don't want, if your ex comes back, you're not gonna give a shit. And if you start to be like, oh, maybe my ex, that's time for you to pick up a book and start learning, because that's the antidote here. So you don't want to get back into a toxic relationship, you know what I mean? And that's very probably why your last relationship ended. That person could come back, with this Knight of Cups reversed here. This could be the return of an ex-lover or ex-partner. But you're ready to move on. You don't want to sit still anymore. You don't want to sit in your feelings. You don't want to sit in this bullshit anymore. Maybe this is part of the reason why you're like, I don't need to pay attention to my feelings right now, because I need to focus on my work, on my mind, on my new venture, my new learning ability, my new exciting passion that I'm doing. And because I can't focus on those feelings. They're going to just totally derail me and fuck me up. And if I focused on my feelings, it's possible I might go back to this person, and that's just not really in the cards. It's not looking like that's what's meant to be. So you're kind of ready to you're ready to just move forward into a whole new thing. You're done ruminating about it. You're done, like, you've kind of made the decision. You've already made the decision, and you're done sitting on it. So that's good. You're gonna cutthroat. You're being cutthroat with that stuff. Or if a new person shows up, you're gonna be like, I ain't got time for that shit. I'm busy. I got stuff to do. So you are focused on you and getting yours, right? I love that shit. All right, Gemini, let's clarify the Page of Cups here. I'm feeling the vibe of, like, this being the emotional state that maybe you don't want to look at, or you're just having to put aside. There's like, they come up, the thoughts come up, and it's like this little page is like, hi, can we talk about this? And you're like, nah, I don't want to talk about it. So let's clarify for Gemini, please, the Page of Cups for their birthday season, month of June. And there's the Page of Cups again. 2 of Pentacles and the Lovers. Yeah, I feel like you don't, this feeling is going to keep coming back up for you. The feeling of, like, maybe I do want that lover back. Maybe I do want that back. But you don't know how to do the work-life balance, do you? You don't know how to balance the fact that you want to learn all these new things and you feel like a lover would distract you. You're not quite there with the balancing those 2 things without feeling off kilter. So I feel like it could be possible that you try to do it, but I think this is more like you're trying to balance your own energy. You're trying to balance your intellect with your emotions, maybe, or that's the advice I'm getting anyway. If you're just kind of overlooking this Page of Cups, he's going to show up again. These feelings are going to show up again. They're going to come back. And you're going to have to learn how to balance that with, if you start to heal and feel better and you've got everything together and you are very interested in someone, I would say that you would be able to balance it, but you do have to work at it. I don't know that that's going to be something that's coming very naturally to you, because it is looking kind of like somebody is showing up and being like, hey baby, what you doing? So because of that, I want you to be able to be balanced with that. And I think that you are afraid that it would imbalance you, so you're more likely to be this cutthroat, like, I don't have time for you right now, bullshit. Or I don't have time for your bullshit. I'm busy on my shit, on my journey. But it looks like you would be able to make the time if it were something that you cared about. I think you're afraid that you won't be able to balance it. But, you can try it out. It looks like you would be able to, is all I'm saying. And you just might be a little afraid that you're not. But it looks like somebody's going to be knocking at your door a little bit there, Gem. Knocking on that door, being like, hey, buddy, you looking good today. And you might be ignoring it because that's not a feeling that you want to have to deal with right now. Because you are working on this King of Swords energy. You want to be this, like, fucking shark. You want to be a fucking shark. Whatever it is that you're teaching yourself or learning, you know, like, it could be a brand new job that you just got into, and you want to, like, it's not just a job for you, it's like a career. Like, you're like, I want to get so fucking good at this that, like, people come to me and I, like, get promoted to CEO in 2 years, you know, like, it's something very, like, cutthroat and masculine, and like I want to kick this shit's ass and like get so good at it. So like I don't have time for a relationship right now. I don't have time to deal with those feelings, even though somebody's like because it's making you more attractive to some people. But you just are like, I'm the King of Swords, motherfucker. I'm the King of Swords. So let's clarify this guy. What's the energy surrounding the King of Swords, please? This is like the outcome, or like what you're headed towards. Queen of Swords, Strength reversed, Three of Cups. Have relationships been a problem for you? Have they kind of taken stuff away from you, maybe? Because it's possible that you can find your queen. The Queen of Swords is here. But she's got to be as cutthroat as you are. You know, she's got to be just as like, I'm on my shit, I'm on my money, I don't have time for all the mushy stuff. I just like need a partner that can like operate at the same level as I am. And you're like, yeah, that's me, motherfucker. So, you know, it's possible that is the person that's coming in, that seems a little bit more pragmatic than you're used to. You could be worried that will take away some of your integrity. Like, this woman will be the death of me, or, you know, not woman, obviously, but you know what I mean? Those are the energies. Like, this having this partner feels like it's going to deplete your strength a little bit, but I don't see it that way. I think you're going to get along really well, with this person, because they seem to be somebody that's on this similar journey to you. You might even meet somebody while you're in a class of some sort, or, you know, I'm not sure how people meet each other nowadays. But in some way, surrounding this new learning venture or something that you're trying to teach yourself or get better at or become a fucking shark at, I feel like there is a person who's kind of like interested in you, that you would show interest in if you weren't so focused on your grind and your shit right now. But this person does seem to have a good balance with these things that you are feeling like you don't have balance on. So she's definitely got stuff to teach you. And she's also on her own shit. You might be in the same kind of class as this person, or you're both on the same trajectory, or learning the same trade, or, you know, at the same point in life. I'm saying she just because it's a chick in the card, but this could be anybody, of course. You know, this person is just on your level. And you're feeling that way, and you're feeling a little worried that it's going to take you away. And it might soften you a little bit. It might loosen your grip. It might make you less of a shark and more of a little baby teddy bear. You know, it could very well do that. But that's okay. It's okay, because you need to work on this balancing. You need to work on being able to balance your emotions with your cutthroat attitude and nature towards work or whatever it is that you're super fucking into. Because I do see you following through with something. I know, like I said, it's hard for Geminis to stay super focused on something, but this is something very gripping, something very exciting to you. And I see it working out with this other person. You know, it might not even be romantic, or she or he might approach you as a romantic partner, and you might be like, I don't know that that's really where I'm at right now, but like, maybe you and I could help each other in this process that we're both on. Because I just see like a nice Three of Cups, you know, like celebratory kind of like rejoicing, because you're connected and your minds are working the same way in tandem, and you're working together and you're having a really good time doing it. You know, this person might loosen you up a little bit, and so life will be a little bit more fun than you maybe planned on. But that's a good thing. I think you should be having fun. I think you should. I think that this is good. I like the idea that there's somebody who's kind of coming at you, because I think that's cute. But you are very focused. So let's get some overarching energies. Like, give me some outcome or some summation. What can we end on? What are we going to end this reading on for Gemini for their birthday season? Or for June? What can we say for Gemini to just sum this whole bad bitch up? Yeah, okay, Emperor with the reversed Queen of Pentacles. You are the Emperor of your own life, aren't you? Yeah, you're going to be sitting pretty. Once you come through all this energy and you really work on this stuff, I do see you rejecting this person ultimately. I see you rejecting that energy, the yin to your yang. You're just like not feeling it right now. And that's okay. It's okay with me. It's okay with everyone. It's all right because you're super on your own shit and you're feeling I don't know, like almost like maybe this is starting a business or so, you know, you're coming out on top where you're kind of in charge. You are gonna that sharkiness. That's you do it. You end up doing it. You succeed at it. You get where you need to go. And I think that part of it is because you stay so focused and you're showing kind of the universe that you're serious about this. So you're not taking in that other energy, that other person that's trying to give you a love offer. Again, like I said, could be an ex. And you just denying them, and that kind of gets you closer to your goal. So it's just all about you, Gemini, for your birthday season. It's all about you. I know this isn't a very warm and fuzzy reading, but, you know, not all Geminis are warm and fuzzy, so that's okay. Yeah, I like this. I like that you end on a really strong note here, because it's about you. You're kind of rejecting, like, getting distracted by relationships right now. You're not going to fall into that, like, codependency trap anymore. You're finally kind of over it, and you're gonna become the boss of your own life, the Emperor. You know, you're the boss of everything, and you're like, and I don't need that shit right now. Maybe later, but certainly not right now while I'm jamming. So that's pretty much it, and I like it. I think it's really good. So whatever you get super excited about this month, stay the course, stay on that path. Look out for exes. It is Venus in retrograde too, so that's, you know, certainly a thing. But yeah, I like it. Stay with your Magician energy, stay with your King of Swords energy, stay young-hearted and excited, and you will get to the Emperor status, you know, and I see you kind of rejecting anything that gets in the way of that. So, you know, hallelujah. Good for you. I'm going to bring you back up here. Hi again. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. I hope you stuck through the whole time. If you did, obviously you're hearing this. So yeah, like I said earlier, like, subscribe, share, comment. If you were into it, any little bit helps because I just started this channel. I'm going to be doing regular sun sign readings for the different months and the astrological transits, so you will be seeing much more of me. I have an Etsy store that is up and running, link in the description, and my Instagram is going to I'm getting all that shit together too, so I'll put the link there too, and you can just check me out, and I'm around. Personal readings if you like my whole deal. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you on the next one. If I can turn the